Hey up everyone, Magpie Gaming here, I hope you're all doing well. So recently I was asked by a friend of mine at work, and I say recently, it was about 3 to 4 weeks ago, it was before we had the wipe. We always talk about gaming for 10-15 minutes when I get there. He works on the previous shift, so we just see each other for 15-20 minutes. Asked me what I'd been playing, says I'd been playing some Division 2, says I was well into Escape from Tarkov as always. And he said to me, is Escape from Tarkov a decent game to get into? Is it for casual gamers? And at that moment in time, that question, is it for casual gamers, I would have tentatively said yes. I wouldn't have been 100% yeah, casual gamers can get into it, no problem, you should jump straight in. I'd have said yeah, with the caveats that there is a big grind in it. You get thrown in with players of any level, there's no ranked raids there. You will be playing against people that have invested a lot of time and effort into the game. But I said to him, yeah, casual gamers can get into it. I said the only thing that I would say is don't go straight out and buy the EOD edition. Get the cheapest edition first to give it a try, and then if you are into it and you want the more space, then obviously upgrade to the EOD edition. You don't pay the full price, you just pay the difference. I don't ever think he actually did it. He hasn't said anything to me about it, so... But if he was to ask me that now, after we've had this wipe, I would say no. It is not for casual gamers, and it's a shame that I have to say that. I myself am a casual gamer. I work Monday to Friday. I've got 2 kids and a partner, so between Monday and a Friday I can collectively manage about 5 or 6 hours on the game if I am lucky. Some weeks there will be 0 game time during the week. On a weekend I can put in maybe 10 to 12 hours. The weekend is when I do my main gaming sessions. It's when I meet up with a squad and we go do some PvP. But the way that they have changed the tasks within the game now make it very, very hard for a casual gamer to get a foothold within this game. Now, since I've been doing the commentary for Escape from Tarkov, I've noticed that there is this kind of rift between people that are able to play the game a hell of a lot. So you've got, just generally people that can play all day. Some people might say that these people don't have a life. I'm sure that they do, but they play a lot more than the average gamer. You've got streamers who play this game. Some of them make their living out of it, so, fair play to them. It's what they do. They get a chance to put a lot of time and effort into it, and, they get a lot out of it. But you've also got casual gamers, and there seems to have been a rift at some point between the casuals and the hardcore ones. And I've seen streamers call out casual gamers, say, you shouldn't be playing this, you should stay away from it. They moan about the casuals doing hatchet runs and having to take them out and things like that. And I see their point of view, but I also believe that without casual gamers, Tarkov wouldn't be the game that it is. It has a lot of casual gamers playing, a lot of casual gamers like the game, but it's always been a bit of a grind. That was just something that you accepted and you got by with. Then they came out with the flea market, and the revelation that the flea market was, you didn't need to grind for those Salewas in the very first, therapist task. You just went to the flea market and bought them. That was it. You moved it on, you got up to the level that some of these guys were at. And at the time they did that, and people, casual gamers started to level up fast, I did see some streamers complaining about it, and it annoys me. I'm not going to tar all streamers with the same brush. There are just a handful of them that seem to think that the game should just be dedicated to how they want to play. It should be tailored to how they want to play. And I think in certain ways Battlestate does bend to their will slightly. They don't do it as much as I've seen other games do this. Streamers bring in a lot of screen time for games. They obviously get people into the games, they get people buying them, and these guys are advertising your game for free. You're not having to pay them anything to do it. They're just playing your game and getting it out there for you. So some developers and publishers do bend to these people quite a lot. Battlestate do a little bit, I think, but not a lot. And I did see some at the time complain about the flea market, these people, they're not playing the game how it should be played, etc, etc. Then not long after that you had the labs map, where the casual gamer could go in and rake in millions in a few hours of hatchet runs on that, save up, buy a couple of keys and you were minted. And it levelled the playing field. It levelled the playing field a hell of a lot. And the thing that got my goat up real bad was that some of these streamers were saying, you know what, we need a wipe, we need to level the playing field. And I'm like, but hang on, you're level 40 odd You've got all these casuals building up to that level. They're trying to level the playing field, yet you're complaining that, you know, it's not a level playing field. You know, what do you want out of this game? So yeah, I wouldn't recommend this to a casual gamer right now. I think the way that they've constructed some of the quests now makes it very, very hard for people to do. And the reason that I get onto this subject is I've watched Pestyly's recent video where he talks about it, and as a streamer he fully admits, you know, he has the time to level up. I mean, he was level 40 within 37 hours of the wipe, and I mean, you know, that's a lot of that is down to his skill. He is such an amazing player to watch when he goes at the game. But he points out that Battlestate are cutting out the casual gamer with the way that they've done the tasks. You know, some of the tasks within the game mean that you have to have a specific loadout, you have to go to a specific map, and you have to kill PMCs and scavs in a specific way. And if you're a casual gamer, you know, for me, I get to the weekend, I've got a task where I've got to go in, I've got to kill scavs in shoreline between a certain time with headshots. My squad's not going to want to go and do that with me. You know, they want to get to some PvP, they want to have a laugh. They don't want to be trolling around in the night trying to kill scavs with me. I mean, it takes away from the casual gamers, you know, chunk of time that they get with the game. And I think something needs to be done about that. I think some of the things that you have to do in the tasks are ridiculous now. Some of the specifications of what you've got to do, like I say, hitting scavs in the head from a certain distance with a certain gun with a certain loadout, it's stupid. It just needlessly puts too much into the quest. I understand why Battlestate have done it. They want to slow down the quest progression in the game. They want people to be, you know, they want it to take longer for people to get to level 40, you know, to get to the end game, get all the traders unlocked. But people are always going to speed run through it. It's just one of those things. There will always be people that get there faster than others, and I think the ones that are penalised the most right now are the casual gamers. You know, we're pegged back with lower traders. There's no quick route for us to get to anything. The tasks now, with it being found in raid, where certain things have to be found in raid, I agree with that to a certain extent, but I also think that they implemented it the wrong way. You know, if you were going to implement something where certain tasks have to be done where you found it in raid, that should have been done with the wipe, not 2.5 weeks after we've had the wipe, and a lot of people have already breezed through those tasks. You know, a lot of people have already saved up items for quests that we know have coming, and Battlestate made it so that you couldn't use them. Now, I don't know if that was reversed. I don't know if they managed to go back on that. As far as I know, that is still the case. You know, you were saving Tushonka, you were saving the Ushanka hats and whatever else, and you wouldn't be able to use them. So like I said, I get some of that. Some tasks are going to take a lot longer than others now, and I think some of the tasks that are out there now are just going to be ones that you're going to accidentally complete. You're not going to set out to complete them because they don't serve no purpose to you other than giving you a bit of XP. So I think they've made it, you know, very, very difficult for the casual gamer now, and I think something needs to be changed with that. I think some of the quests need to be taken out of leveling up traders, and they should just be side quests that you can do if you want to do. They shouldn't be a prerequisite for, you know, progressing in the game. I think sometimes Battlestate just like to shoot themselves in the feet. I think they just love to do it sometimes. And they did it with the pre-wipe event, where they unlocked all of the traders for everybody regardless of what level you was. They lowered the prices right down, and it was like, you know, go have fun, gear up your player how you've always wanted to gear him up, mod your weapon how you've always wanted to mod him, and just go out. You've got no gear fear. It doesn't matter if you lose it, you can just buy another one for a couple of, you know, a pittance. It doesn't matter. You can have a laugh. And I, as a casual gamer, was looking forward to that. Obviously, the pre-wipe started during the week, so it got to the weekend, and I thought, yes, some of these loadouts that I'm going to do on this game now are going to be absolutely crazy. Log on the Saturday night, and they've decided to change the pre-wipe event, and they've removed all traders apart from friends. You can buy a basic loadout, or you have to use what you've got in your stash to go play the game. It ruined the game. They had that on for 24 hours, and it made it a complete and utter nightmare. 90% of people that commented on that pre-wipe event hated it. They didn't want it. A lot of people understood where they was coming from with it. Yes, you've got a basic loadout, you've got to go fight for the good stuff. Okay, we get that. But don't make everybody do it for 24 hours. You know, if you want to do something like that, then make a map that's specific for that. A map where you can only use a basic loadout, and you go and you risk, you know, your basic loadout to get something good. Don't put everybody in that. You know, when you do a pre-wipe event, just do what you've done before. Unlock everything and let people have a laugh for a couple of days. You know, burn through their stash and everything, and get to experience weapons and gear that they haven't had before. So yeah, back to my original question, would I recommend this for casual gamers? No, I wouldn't. I really would struggle to recommend this game to people at the moment, the way it is, the current state that it's in. You know, they say that they're optimizing the game, it never seems any better. I'm sorry, it just does. I think they just put "we've optimized stuff" in the patch notes just to make people think that they have, but I truly think that they have squeezed every bit of life out of this version of Unity that they can. I don't think there's any more optimization to be done in it. I think it's just had it now. I think they definitely need to concentrate on moving to the next version of Unity, which is apparently well within the works now, and we will be getting that in 0.12. But this is Escape from Tarkov and things change rapidly, so I won't hold my breath for that. But yeah, I will put a link in the description below to Pestyly's video. I highly recommend you go watch it. It is really good. You get a good point of view from, you know, a professional streamer and what he thinks about this. He also goes through some of these tasks that I've mentioned that are just a complete waste of time, and they have things bolted onto them that make no sense whatsoever. He puts it in a really good way, and he does give a way that he thinks it can all be fixed towards the end of his video, which I wholeheartedly agree with. I doubt it will ever happen, but yeah, Battlestate need to just dial things back at the moment. You know, they're just changing things way too fast, way too quick, and as I say, this found-in raid should never have been implemented after a wipe. It should have been implemented in the next wipe. You know, don't bring it in a couple of weeks after and just leave everybody to deal with it. I don't think that's fair at all. But yeah, that's my little rant, if you want to call it that. I don't know if I would call it a rant, it's just a discussion, I suppose. Let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comments section, what you think about the changes, and we'll get a bit of a conversation going. As always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching and listening. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.